Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Learning Solidworks Surfacing Part 2. So in this video, I have created one sketch and we are going to learn the some advanced command of Solidworks surfacing which can be very useful to make complex geometries. So in this video, we will learn first a planar surface. So if you have created one sketch which is closed and if you select the planar surface, it will create a surface of the sketch, right? You don't have to create the this field surface and all. You can just do the planar surface which will create one surface. Now if you want to create some duplicate surface of it, it is in curvy or planar, doesn't matter. You can select the offset surface and select the surface. So you have to give the distance. If you give the 10, it will create at the 10 distance. If you click it OK, yeah, it is done. So you have learned that. Now coming to the rule surface, it is very useful command. How it works, there are a lot of options are there, which type of rule surface you want. Most of the time, personally, I am referring the taper to vector, which is giving the freedom of angle and distance as well. Okay, this normal surface you can create out just extrude, and tangent also you can do by some command. Perpendicular also you can do, but with this command you can just give the more freedom to your surfaces. Let's say I want these edges to be ruled out. Okay, and as a reference plane I will take this front plane, as you can see. Okay, I have off the connecting surface for now because I just want you to understand that. So in the reference of front plane, it will move outwards into 60 degrees, right? So if you do 20, it will like 30. So if you do 0, it will be perpendicular, right? So, and also you can play around the distance as well. If you do perpendicular, then it will be perpendicular, right? Perpendicular to the vector. Now coming to the point, if I do connecting surface, then it will connect automatically with every surface, right? And if you do trim and cut, it will trim and knit, so it will join as a one surface. Knit is very useful command where all the surfaces will knit together, and you can do any operation like make it solid or whatever. You can do just one operation on all of the surface at once. So in the rule surface, if you do this one flip, so accordingly it will flip and make structure like this. It is going inward direction, right? So you can just give to the inward direction, so you don't have to create the loft command and giving the reference for like guidelines, guide curves you are doing, right? So to reduce those reduce that time, you can just use the command rule surface. It is very useful. I'm using in the cars. Okay, as you can see, and here I want to fill this. So what can I do? I will just go to the fill 1 2 3 and 4. Wait, 4 4 4. Yes, it is combined now. Merge result you can on, and yeah, click it. Okay, so your surface is ready. Now coming to the point, trim surface, extend surface and untrim surface. Personally, I am referring that I have not used untrim command at all, because if you want to untrim, why do you trim, right? You just delete the feature you have applied. So how it is working, I will tell you. Okay, let me create one complex structure, something, let's say just like that. Yeah, one command like that. Extrude, mid plane, and okay. So as you can see, my surfaces are merged together and it is intersecting, okay, each other. So how do I trim this surface? If I don't want this surface, how can I trim this? So you can just go to, first I will tell you the extend surface. You can just extend the surface. It is like an extrude command, okay? So you can extend this like that. So there is no science behind that. In trim surface, there are two options. One is a standard and one is a mutual command, right? Which you want to do, it is up to you. Whatever best for you, you can just select. You can just select the trim tool. So this is the standard surface which I have selected. Let's say I am selecting this standard surface, okay? Accordingly, if you want to keep selection, you can just keep it. Otherwise, whatever you select, it will remove. So you have to select in the remove option. Let's say I am removing this, and in the trim tool, there will be only one surface. Remember that, okay? And in mutual, you can select any surface as a primary, and in the standard you can just select just at one surface, right? So if I do standard, I will keep it as a reference, and remove selection. This I want to remove, this I want to remove, okay. As you can see, it is removed now. So this is how you can do. And another operation I will do, I want to trim this, not need, trim surface. I will use the mutual command right now, mutual this two, and remove selection. What you want to remove in this two surface, what you want to remove, only two surface will be active, right? If you do a mutual command and select the surfaces, there will be no interference of other surfaces which is not selected, right? So whatever you have selected, you can just go to this and this, remove this. So most of the time in the surfacing of the car, I am using mutual because it is very easy to recognize what you are deleting, right? So this is how you can trim. You can just practice by yourself, making complex structure and removing it from the trim command. So yeah, it will be good for your practice. And yeah, this is all for the video. Keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you so much.